Oh, do we have a big Moody update for you. I've been seeing a lot of messages, emails. Everybody wants to know what's going on with the big man on campus. And, well, I'm about to tell you what's going on, right, Holly? Well, I am back from my big daddy-daughter trip the last 4 days. And, well, let me just tell you, what are you doing, boy? I don't need your help. I don't need your help. Brooke left the animals back here today to try to help out with the grass growing back here. So I'm getting lots of help back here. Unexpected help, I should say. But wonderful trip with Mary Carl. Absolutely amazing. If you didn't know, we went to the Black Bilt Birding Festival. Enjoyed ourselves, had a great time, and saw lots of birds. Mary Carl actually was a guide on one of the trips, on one of the tours there. We were told that she is the youngest guide ever with one of these events that the Alabama Audubon does, which was pretty awesome, I should say. But let me tell y'all what's going on with Big Moody. He's actually out there. Brooke's already fed this morning. But as most of y'all know, Big Moody was not feeling well. He went down where he realized it was his back right foot that was hurting him. We called Dr. D. Dr. D came over and inspected everything and thought he, from his first initial thoughts, thought he may have an infection, kind of like we have athlete's foot, sort of the same thing, in between his toes there. He felt fairly confident with that. He saw nothing wrong whatsoever. A lot of y'all said or suggested maybe a snake bite. Wasn't a snake bite. Also, another concern from y'all was that it was a nail in his foot. If y'all remember, this on this side is still a little shorter. This wick had came out. We couldn't find the wick, and a lot of y'all thought that the nail that holds that wick in place is what he stepped on. But I thought I talked about in that video. I had to go back and look, but I swear I did. This is the old design, and this is the new design. The new design has the wicks with the nails in them. The old design does not. So they can pull out. And that's why they sent me a whole set of new wicks that has the nail in it. The nail's in it, it can't come out. So therefore the nail can't come out. So this one right here is the old design cattle curtain. Some of these wicks do not have the nails in them, and they can eventually pull out. And I do have replacement wicks for them if that were to happen. So if it came out, that is the old design wicks for the cattle curtains. So we're fairly confident that Moody didn't step on the nail here. Pretty sure of it. So it wasn't a snake bite. Pretty sure it wasn't a nail here. Feel fairly confident that Dr. D may have been right. But what had us worried is this. He told me if Moody is not 60 to 80% better by Wednesday, to let him know. He should be a good bit better. Moody was not any better at all. So I sent him a text, and he said then, okay, then I'm gonna have to sedate him, and we're going to dig a little bit further and see what's going on with his hoof or his foot there. And I told him, well, look, I got to go out of town, but Brooke will be here. And he said, that's no problem. Well, I left for my trip on Thursday, and then Thursday evening, Brooke sends me a text and says, you know, I'm still worried about Moody. He's still out there. I took him some water. He's really not, you know, not gotten any better. And I'm just worried about him. And I said, I understand, me too, but Dr. D says he's coming and he'll figure it out. Well, y'all, on Friday, this happened. So that's the first time in, oh gosh, let's see, a week and a half, a week, that Moody has walked like he normally did. Absolutely. And Brooke sent me a text. I think he is feeling much better. And I said, well, this is awesome. I said, let's don't send Dr. D a text yet till we know for sure. We got to know for sure. And well, then this happened.
Y'all, I could literally cry happy tears. Look who is up and eating at the trough this morning. So yesterday afternoon, I filmed that Moody walked all the way up here, and I gave him some hay in the trough. He drank out of the water trough, and I felt good about things, but I did not know what was going to happen this morning. I didn't know if he was going to be back to laying down in the wood line or if he would be up here. And we have had quite a torrential rain this morning. Yesterday morning, he was laying down. I went over to him. He tolerated me cleaning his hooves. I took a hoof pick. I cleaned his hooves. I got up in between his hooves. I did some pressure point poking, trying to figure out where the injury could be, if it may be a muscle or a joint. And y'all, nothing. He reacted to absolutely nothing. And he allowed me to poke and probe and do everything I wanted to do. And it wasn't until late yesterday afternoon that he actually got up and started moving around and walking. And the big man is back. The big man is back. Moody, we're thrilled you're with us, buddy. I tell you what, y'all, I had some head-hanging moments during this because I knew, as big as he is, it was not good for him to be down for a long period of time. And he was down for several days. He would get up in the late afternoon. Jason actually filmed him one day. What would happen is the sun would start shining under the tree line where he was kind of camped out. And he didn't want that. So he would get up and ever so slowly take one small step at a time to go out and graze a little. And in case y'all can't tell, I'm so excited. As soon as I saw him get up yesterday, I reached out to Jason and I said, he's up, he's up, he's up. I cannot believe it. He is up. He came up to, of course I videoed him coming all the way up here, but he put one of his legs in the trough. I knew he was hot. He wanted to cool off. And I did not video this part, but I started squirting him off with a water hose a little, and he literally just stood there and let me rinse him from top to bottom, both sides. He enjoyed it so much, and I know y'all are excited too to see this big guy back. You can see him standing next to Tater here, how massive he is, and he just told little man, step back, buddy, but he's letting Tater eat right beside him. Did give them a little extra this morning, and they can kind of, Moody's the big man now. He's going to tell all the other ones that I'm dominant and I get what I want first. Relief. Need I say more?
So then we knew, and then Brooke started seeing him outside in the pasture, and Moody was back to normal, 100% back to normal, and he's been ever since. Now, only thing I got is, because Dr. D has said this many times, Moody is by far the biggest bovine he has ever worked on. He's ever seen, ever. And his size is really big. The last time we measured Moody, remember, the top of his back was 6 foot 4 inches. I think he's probably grown a little bit since then, because that was a year ago. 6 foot 4 inches. He's probably through growing now, because me and Dr. D talked about it, and he's probably done growing. But he weighs close to, or probably around 3,000 pounds. And I just wonder, since he's so big, that Dr. D may have been a day or two off on how long he thought that the antibiotics would work. I sent Dr. D a text and told him Moody seems 100% better. he sent me a text back, said, okay, great, anything changes, let me know. So I haven't had a chance to talk to him in person about, you know, my little hypothesis here that the size of Moody just took a little bit longer for all that to work in his body, because again, he is a big fella for sure. So, all that being said, our big baby's back. He come and ate this morning. You can see, well, they're all in the shade now except Matilda over here. She's over here eating grass. But everybody else is in the shade. He's in the shade too. But yeah, he's back. He's back. Seems 100% fine. Zero issues whatsoever. But of course, we will continue to monitor the big fella, make sure everything's okay. But it's been, let's see, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then today's Tuesday. Basically 5 days in a row, and he seems fine. Seems absolutely fine. Matter of fact, we may go over there and go see him and check on him and show you guys. He might be laying down. Nope, there he is. Look, there he is right there, working fine. Y'all see him? See, he's walking just fine. No issues whatsoever. He was out there eating grass. I just didn't see him. I don't know how that was possible. He's just hard to hide a 3,000-pound steer that's nearly 7 foot tall. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is so awesome. But yeah, Moody's great. I want to say thank y'all so much for all your kind words, your thoughts, your prayers, your positive energy, all going towards the big man's way over there. And I just wanted to show y'all he's okay. He's okay. He's 100%. And I couldn't be more happy. You know, these animals out here, they're like our kids, and one of them doesn't feel well or is hurting or whatever, you know. It's rough sometimes. It really is rough sometimes, but grateful for Dr. D for diagnosing it right off the bat and not having to go any further with Moo Man there. Just took him a little longer than normal. Than a normal cow. That's all I can say. Because he's not normal at all. So we may not have people that know what this is. If you hear a lot of reviews, you're going to hear these guys in the background. This is a cicada. I don't know which variety this is. They're several varieties. They do not bite. They do not hurt. But that's what this is right here. Just saw it on the porch over here. I thought, man, this would be cool to show you guys if no one's ever seen one before. I don't have these where you live. But yeah, cicada. Completely harmless. It's not gonna hurt anything. I'm just gonna leave him up here and let him help himself. I don't know if he's in any distress. Yeah, he's missing a leg, actually. Missing a leg. Don't know how that happened, but we'll let him stay up here and maybe he can still get around like normal. Don't want to put him out in the sun though, but I don't want him to fall off either. Tell y'all what, let's put him in one of these plants we got over here. There he is. Don't fuss at me. I'm just gonna put you in a plant, brother. Yeah. Tell you what, once you get him a hosta, it's really cool in there. There you go. There you go. And he won't mess with his hosta. Don't have to worry about that. Now, there you go, buddy. He got a little mad at me there for a minute, didn't he? Oh, goodness. Well, I could not give you a big update on Star with 2 R's. This is Brooke's baby, obviously. You can see right here. She is she's doing well. She's eating. She's starting to adjust to the other animals. She's got a little ways to go. right?
She does. She's doing very well compared to when she first got here. She was a little leery of going to that fence line. You even moved her water bucket all the way over
I
here
did.
because she wouldn't go over there, and now she's even going in the stall. So quite a transformation there.
Big transformation.
She neighs when she sees me coming, and of course I talk to her and come give her lovings and groomings and walk her around on a lead rope and just kind of treat her like a dog.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Kind of treat her like a dog.
I'm starting to wonder if she's really gonna get ridden that much, or she's just gonna get loved on and squeezed on and groomed and primped and kisses and that kind of stuff.
Well, I don't think it matters.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter
Doesn't
at all.
matter.
It really doesn't matter at all.
She enjoys it and she likes the water.
She loves the water. Have you wetted her down?
Not today, but I have before, and I've got the water hose still on. She saw me get it, and I cleaned her water bucket out. And immediately she stuck her whole head down in the water bucket, which is while I was filling it.
I wonder if since she's going in that stall.
I've had the sprinkler,
the
mister on, and she did not go in there.
Okay.
But she came close to it.
That's something new.
So I think it was probably hitting her a little bit.
The sound, you know.
I think that the spray was probably hitting her a little bit. But the funniest thing happened while you were gone. So Peaches, you know, she comes out in the pasture, but not every day.
Right.
Some days she doesn't come past the stalls there. Well, this particular day, Star was standing about where she is now, about 20 foot down from where she is now. And she's staring over there, and her nose was flaring in and out, and she was going kind of blowing out. And I thought, what in the world is wrong with her? And I realized after standing here with her for a few minutes that she saw Peaches for the first time. And you want to talk about intimidated. She was intimidated. Now, she's seen Loretta 100,000 times. Loretta lays right up at that gate, and she oinks and screams and squeals. But Peaches was simply laying in the sun, not saying a word, just laying there, and she thought it was the boogeyman. Come here, Star.
She knew who the boss was.
She obviously did, and it just scared her to death to think that pig was coming out here to check her.
Wanting to see if she got her paperwork turned in.
That's
yet,
right.
I'm sure.
Did you get your paperwork turned in, girl? But she doesn't want to wait for me to put the food bucket.
She wants to eat it
over.
Yeah.
I bring it in another bucket because I wet it down good, and I have to take the bucket and take it over there. And you see the fence pulled down right here?
Yeah, that's
because she leans all the way over and tries to get the food before.
Oh, goodness.
So maybe I need to start taking this bucket.
You know, that might be smart.
Yeah.
Take that one, fill it up, and just set it over.
Well, it's got a crack in it, so I need another one.
Well, that keeps it from water sitting in it.
Well, I don't want all my liquid that I let the food soak in come out.
I got you.
Come here, girl.
I need to get her one like they got, that big one, that easy bucket.
Yeah.
I need to get her one of those.
Come on.
She's coming. Here she comes. Here she comes.
Come on.
Slow and steady wins the race.
That's right. Come on. Come on. I haven't had any trouble with her coming to me. Matter of fact, I can't get her to leave my side when I come out here.
Oh, really?
So it may be that you're somebody new.
Maybe.
I mean, you left the day after she got here.
I know.
So
her eyes are closed like she's fixing to go sleep. It might be the camera too. I'm gonna set it back.
It's okay.
You know, Maggie was scared of this camera for the longest time. Took her a good little bit to get used to it. I don't know what it is about the camera. I guess, you know, it's just something new.
Yep.
Something new.
Just like those animals being on the other side of the fence.
Yep.
That was alarming to her because who knows if she had ever seen any of them. Jesse and Honey up here hee-hawing. I did walk her all the way down to the beginning of the cow pasture down there. And the cows across the road were just cutting up. I mean, mooing more than I've ever heard them moo. Traffic coming by, more traffic than usual. And she didn't bat an eye.
You can really see the roan in her starting to come out. You see that? But you can really see it there. It looks good on camera now. See the little white hairs mixed in with the brown? You can really see it there.
I am not gonna walk all the way over there. Pocket!
That wind's blowing today, and that's unusual for August for us.
Yeah, but it may be getting started back, you
Yeah.
know.
She don't think you got anything.
Pocket!
Little butterball.
I think she pulled her hair down this morning.
Come on, butterball.
Look here. You ever had a sugar cube?
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's good right there.
One knowing. One knowing, don't you, girl? Hmm?
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Mm-mm.
She looked like she might have a little, still need to be in the bed this morning. These peaches laying in the shade over here.
Well, I'm certainly glad to be back. I tell you the truth, I am. I enjoyed traveling, enjoyed being with Mary Carl, but also glad to be back home and back with you as well. One quick update, the app, the free app that we have now, the Cog Hill Farm app, we've made some major changes. If you downloaded it and didn't like it, or something that kind of didn't work the way you thought it should, we've made some big changes. This is the second update we've done. We listened to what you guys wanted, and there's been some major changes on here. The recipe section has been fixed. We have got all kinds of new stuff. You can make the app themed to a certain animal now. We got a weekly trivia. You can actually report directly to West if you got any ideas or any changes you want or any issues whatsoever. But the main reason we did do the app was so you could get notifications when we post a video or go live, because a lot of y'all were not getting those notifications. And remember, the app's completely free, doesn't cost you anything. We don't ask for any personal information. We're not tracking anybody or anything like that. Main thing was we wanted to make our content and us more accessible to you, just make it a whole lot easier for you. So if you haven't checked out the app, go check it out. Or if you did and didn't like it and deleted it, go check it out. Go see the changes. We made some major changes over the last few weeks with the app. Remember, it's on your app store. So if you have an Amazon phone, you would go to the Amazon phone. We are working with Amazon to get Kindle included in this. But if you have an Android phone, you go to the Android app store. Same place you would download Instagram or Facebook, search Cog Hill Farm, and it should come up. Remember, we're not going to ask for any credit card or anything like that. The same with Apple. Go to the Apple store and we should be there as well. Appreciate you to the moon and back. Cannot thank you enough for all of the good vibes and the prayers and the thoughts and the kind words and everything for Mr. Moo Man over there. Cannot thank you enough for that. We should be back on schedule. We appreciate you. Catch you guys on the next one. Y'all be good.